Hey Star Wars fans and collectors, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning into another vintage collection action figure review. Today we're looking at Sabine Wren, the deluxe version with the gigantic helmet. We've all seen it. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the figure despite the glaring issue that Hasbro has here with the helmets. I know the fact that they have addressed that going forward they will not have that sort of feature. There will be swap out helmets, which I don't know why they didn't do it with this one when they've done it with Bo-Katan and Cosca Reeves. I feel like those helmets would have just been interchangeable, given they're very, very similar to Sabine's, at least in terms of the sculpt. They probably could have gotten away with that one. But yeah, this one's looking quite nice. You know, sort of held off a little bit, but I do have some ideas for what I want to do with this figure and how I'm going to display her. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. There she's on the back there with all the accessories she comes with. I'm pretty excited about the Loth Cat, and the little backpack's a nice feature. But yeah, pictured on the side, there's Sabine with her lightsaber, formerly Ezra's, and there's her with her paint spray gun. I know it's not focusing too well, but yeah, nice additions. Fortunately, we didn't get to see her use the paint spray gun in the Ahsoka series. It would have been kind of cool just to show that little bit of artistic flair that Sabine has. But otherwise, let's crack this open, take a look at what's inside the box. Alright folks, here is Sabine out of the packaging with all her accessories. Nice bunch of pack-ins with this one. You know, pretty happy with this one. I dare say she'll probably end up on a separate card at some point, hopefully with the new helmet, like I was saying. Yeah, the helmet for me is not an option for display. It just looks a little bit too ridiculous, but we'll take a look at it anyway. She does come with her sort of backpack here, or satchel bag, I suppose. You know, nicely sculpted, nice details on it, but no sort of extra paint work has gone onto this thing, which is, you know, kind of out of character for Sabine, who would more than likely paint it up herself, but that's okay. I'm probably not going to display this, because the purposes of what I want to display that for are, yeah, I'm just going to not display this. Probably just keep it by her side. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. So, but yeah, nice. Either way, just could have used a little bit extra paint, at least on the belt straps, a darker brown. But that's something I can do later if I really, really choose to. Again, so an element that came with the Black Series version of Sabine, but wasn't used in the series, is her little spray gun. But it's cool nonetheless. Glad they included it. We have our two Mandalorian pistols, which she has sort of painted up her own. So one yellow, one blue, which is sort of nice. They look good. Pop them in her holster, and they slide in nicely. That's good. And we do have her lit lightsaber. Obviously she's made some modifications to what was formerly Ezra's lightsaber, including the emitter, which is slightly different to his. A few little minor differences, but still nice vibrant green blade, which is great. And then of course the hilt, which comes with a peg, so you can peg that onto her belt there. Still haven't got the Black Series version. I'm looking forward to that one too. So yeah, that pegs nicely on there. And the helmet, let's look at it anyway. You know, it's oversized, it's ridiculous. But the paint details are done nicely. Paint applications are done. They look good. And the sort of the rangefinder is a little bit warped. That's just probably how it was in the packaging. It's not too hard to fix that if I chose to. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people getting their extra, like Bo-Katan or Cosca Reeves, but yeah, putting that helmet on, it's just too big. It is like seeing it in person now. I get it even more. Yeah, it needed to be a swap out, big time. That's just a little that's so far that's the only disappointing thing about this figure that I'm seeing is the helmet. Otherwise, the shape of it's good. Sort of that sort of back to front taper down there that looks kind of nice. And yeah, like I said, the paint details. But yeah, we're going to put that aside. And last accessory is the Loth Cat, which is just freaking cool. I love this thing. It's like we got all the frogs with the Luke, which I reviewed a few days ago. But hopefully this isn't the last one we see. I know there was going to come one. He's going to come with Ezra when the Ghost comes out. But it's cool. There's like a double barbell joint in the neck, so you can turn the head whichever way you want to. A little bit of movement there. Nothing too great, but it's fine. It's a cool little display extra piece. So now onto the figure, I suppose. So I think that's a pretty good likeness of Natasha that plays Sabine. She looks pretty good. If anything, the hair is... she did have purple hair, but I don't know, the purple of the paint here on the figure is maybe a little bit too rich. I don't know, it might just be me. It might also be the sort of slight gloss to it. But otherwise, sculpt is great. Looks good. Paint detail's good on the figure. There's a few passes of paint applications on this one, so maybe that's why they skimped on the bag there, because they, put a lot of the painting budget into the actual figure itself. You've even got the little, Rebel Alliance insignia on the shoulder. Little insignia there. The different sort of geometric shapes, very Mandalorian looking, but still rocking Sabine's sort of character with the sort of purples and oranges. And down to the legs. Gauntlets, there's some extra little sort of geometric patterns on there as well. Same gauntlets that Fen Rao gave her. She's looking quite good. I do like this figure a lot. You should definitely be wielding the lightsaber for the most part, I think. So basically my plan with this figure is she's going to get a poncho. I love that scene where she goes off riding on her own on the howler with the sort of torn up sort of poncho. I think that's a great look. And I also have a Warg from the Hobbit figures that the Bridge Direct did almost 10 years ago. I'm gonna play around with that figure a little bit and see if I can turn it into a howler, because the same scale, it should work. So I'm gonna have a little play around with some sculpting and stuff like that. So that is a job for the weekend. But yeah, like I said, I'm happy with this figure. I think it looks good. She's nice. Articulation's got all the good TVC articulation, got the sort of double barbell in the head, neck, get some good range of movements, roll around. Joints in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, they're all ball hinges. No. Just a swivel in the wrists. So no hinge in the wrists. Okay, that might be a little downgrade there, but I'll let it slide again. Probably a lot of budget going into the paint, the tooling for that. But surely they could have used just some different hands. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm no insider. Joint under the armour, which sort of that works. Don't need to be anywhere else. The double sort of the barbell joint there in the inner thighs, swivel cut in the thighs there. Joint in the knees and ankles. So another nice looking figure. My first one going into the Ahsoka line. in TVC. More to come, for sure. Kind of cheating. I've already got 2 Ahsokas, so one Ahsoka is just going to carry on into my little Ahsoka setup. But yeah, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Please send out the comments below. Appreciate you all tuning in. Back with some more reviews very, very soon. Till then, may the Force be with you always.